Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous all that video, we successfully complete our admin portions, right? So here we set up one of the new theme. So how can do that work? I hope it's very much clear to you. So now in this video, in our font int, so into the font int, I want to load another theme. Okay, so right now before we use that dashboard, that means our backend theme. So right now I want to use another one. So if you go to your exercise file, that is one of the folder as a company, and that is one of the static file. You can see that is index.html. If you now open it, so right now for our font int, I want to use this theme. Okay, I want to use this theme. So how can add this theme in your Laravel project? In this video, I will show you that things with a live example. So for doing this, first of all, we have to learn about that our main route. So I have already discussed about that things with you. So right now we don't need this, and also here I don't want to save it. I remove it. That means don't save. I remove everything from here. So into the home, that means in our web route, into the web route here you can see, friend, that means when this will be our home directory, then this functions return view one of the welcome page. So that is our view. So here that is our admin portion. So right now I want to work for our main portion. So that is our auth. So that is our profile. Okay. So here you can see the dashboard page is now loaded, right? So sorry, not the dashboard. So that is welcome page. That means this welcome page is now loaded. So that is the welcome page. Right now I want to change it. Okay. So here I want to actually add new one. So if you want to do that work, I show you step by step, everything will be very clear to you. So for doing this, in our main view, into the main view here, I want to create one of the new file, and I just name it as a home. Okay, home and blade.php. So here I have created one of the new file as a home blade.php, and I also have to mastering it. So into the mastering it, that is the layouts. So into the layouts folder, rather than you can also create one of the new folder. Right now I want to add this our master file for our home into the layout folder area. So into this area I want to create one of the new file, and I just name it as a master. So that is a master, and to the master I name it as a master underscore home, and then .blade.php. So here I have created one of the master blade.php. So friend, if you understand this admin part, into the admin here you can say I load one of the index page, I load one of the admin master. So if you understand that part, it will be very easy to you. So into the layout, I have also created on the master home. Master home means here I want to add all the tower file, that means CSS, JSS, everything. So if you want to do that work, like that is our theme. So that is our index.html. First of all, I have to actually add all that asset file. That means here all that asset file I copy it, and now go to our project. Into the public, I have already created another folder as a font int, right? So for the backend, I have already saved that asset. So right now I want to work for our font int. So font int related every file I want to save in particular that area. So here, first of all, I add all that our CSS and JSS for this theme. Here I have successfully added. And after that, we have to update our link. That means here, that is our index. So I open it. So that is our index.html. So now I copy everything from here. I select all and copy it, and now go to our master home, and here I save it. Okay, friends. So right now we don't need this. So our first work is we have to update all that CSS. Okay, that means all that CSS here we have to update. So our format will be just like that same here. That will be just like same. I show you. So here we have to add that asset. So that means our main root directory, and after that here I have created one of the another folder as a font int, right? So I have created another folder as this folder as a font int. So now I want to actually add this font int, and then the slash, and here also you have to update it, because into the font int area I have already saved all that our folder as a asset folder. Into the asset there is a vendor, everything is ready made. So right now I want to add it. There is a font int. So make that sure you add appropriately. So I simply add it. That is also another one, right? Perfect. So now also we have to update this asset. I cut it, and here I paste it, and then paste it, because CSS and the JSS will be needed, right? So for the reasons here I simply update it, and now I want to cut it. I want to cart that this position, paste it, and then cart it, and then paste it. So that is the simple process. As I told you, friend, if you understand my admin part, then it will be very much hard for you. The concept will be just like that same. Before that was backend. So right now I have created another folder as a frontend, and now I want to add it on here. Okay. So now I cart it, and also here I paste it, and I cart it, and then paste it, and there is another one. I cart it and paste it. Okay. So now here also we have to update all that images. So step by step I will show you. Like first of all, I want to update our JS. That is all that our JS file. So here I take our frontend theme, that means frontend folder name. So that will be as a frontend folder, frontend, and the frontend. And after that, that will be our asset. So here also we have to add it. So that will be our asset. Alright, that is the asset, and now I want to cart it. Here also we have to update that part. So now I want to update it. Okay, I want to update it. And then here I cart it and then paste it. I cart that JS file. CSS and JS is very much important. So here that is actually main structure actually. So here I want to cart it, and here I paste it. Cart it and paste it. Okay. So friend, right now I am actually run our server. That means I run with the PHP Artisan serve. So our server is now running. So if you can see that is our server is now running with the PHP Artisan serve. So make that sure when you run it, then here you don't need to add the public. So if you want to access it directly, then you have to add this public folder name. Okay. So right now it's okay. So right now I want to update this portion, and also there is another one that will be the same as the asset. Okay, that will be an asset, and then this file. I simply update it. Okay. And now I have to actually find out our main file. That means here, if you go to our theme, for the every pages, our header will be just like that same, right? Our header will be same, our footer will be same. And also, that is our portfolio. That means that part actually our main content part. Okay, so here I want to make it as a dynamic. That means for the every pages, our header will be same, our footer will be same, only this content part will be updated. That means that will be our EL part, right? So now I want to segment our EL part. So here they have everything. So I will step by step segment it. Don't worry, everything will be very clear to you. So first of all, I want to segment it with our that is our hero section. So that hero section means that is our slider. Okay, so I will also segment this part, and after that is our slider, and that is our main ID. Okay friends, so that is actually the main ID. You can see that is actually main ID, and that is our footer part. So now I want to actually take this main ID. That means main ID means that is actually started from here. That is started from after this position. So that means from here it should be get all that our content. Okay, so that is a slider, and after the slider that is our main content part. So here you can see that is actually our about us, and that is our some of the text. So that is our about us, and there is some of the text. So after this part here, I want to take it. That means our main ID. So I take that ID on here, and after this, I select everything. Okay, I select everything, and there are also another part as a footer part. So first of all, I want to actually find out our and main. You can see that is actually the and main. So now this section I cart it. Okay, I cart this section. I simply cart it from here. So that is our main ID. So this part will be our EL part, right? So that is the same procedure I want to apply. So here I take as EL. That means that will be our EL part, and into the EL part where whatever the ID you want to pass, you can pass it. So now I make it as a home underscore content. Okay, so whatever that name you actually add, so I name it as a home content. So this home content I want to do, I have already created another file as a home. So into the home area, I paste it. Okay, that means here I paste our total main ID. Okay, friend. So here I simply paste it. So from to the main content part, everything I get it, and here I make it on here. That means a home. So into the home area, what exactly we have to do? Here we have to extend it, right? So we have to extend. So I show you, like here I name it as extend. Okay, that means the extends, and into the extends area right now our main master file we have to include. So our main master file into the layouts folder, into the layouts, and there is a master home, right? So now I want to add it. That will be as extends. Okay, that means extends, extends. Perfect. And now here I want to add our layouts folder. So that means the layouts folder, and into the layouts folder I have created one of the file as a master, because into the master area I have already added all the tower, CSS and the JSS, right? So now that will be our master blade. So that master blade, with this master blade we will get all the tower, everything. That means from here we get all the tower slider, we get the CSS, everything we'll get, right? And also we'll get our footer. So right now that is our section area. That means into this section area this home blade will be included. That means it will be loaded on here. So if you want to load it, they have also one of the section ID I have created. I name it as a section. So that means the section, and our section ID I have already declared into the EL part as a home content. So now I copy it, and now here it will be as a home content. And also after that we have to end it, right? So now I want to do after this. Okay, after this I want to end it as a and then section. Perfect. So friend, that's all you have to do. I hope friend it's very much clear to you. So into our master, here I make it our EL part as a main content part. So main content part, all that content I save it in our home, and also here I declared that with our section. So that means into the home content section, whatever the things we will put, it will be loaded in our this main content area. Okay, that means main ID area. So now I want to load our this page, that means this home page. Okay, that the home page I want to load. So if you want to load it, if you go to our web, into the web before that is our return view as a welcome blade, that means this page. So right now I want to load our this home page. So here if you want to load it, I make it as a home. Okay, that means our home page will be now loaded. So now if you click as a save all, and now go here that is our page. Now refresh it. So that is our home page, right? Yes, you can see how much easily it's now successfully updated. That means right now it's perfectly getting our header part, perfectly getting our slider, perfectly getting our about, services, the portfolio. Image is not visible because of all I didn't put that link. And then there is our client, and then our footer part. Okay, so everything is now successfully loaded. So here if you want to show your all that images, so here then you have to do that means here if you go to our home blade, into the home blade, so our master blade, into the master blade, that is actually our slider, right? So that is our slider. So into the slider I want to actually update this slider. So if you want to update it, it will be as the same, it will be as this one, and then I make it with the first bracket, and then it will be as an asset. Okay, that will be as an asset, and then I have created as a font int folder. Okay, font int folder. So then we have to update it. So that's all. Now if you click at the save all, and now if you refresh it, yeah, you can see our image is now perfectly loaded. So here I have updated one image. So now I also want to do the same things for our every rest of this. Better I copy it. Okay, copy whole things from here, and then that is our another one. I better that is actually the slider 2, rather than everything will be just like that same. So I make it as a slider, I will be as a 2, and then there is another one, I make it as a spaced, and it will be as a slider 3. Okay friend, now if you click the save all, and now if you refresh it, yeah, that is our first image, that is our second image, and also there is our third image. That means every image is now successfully loaded. And also there is portfolio. So here if you want to update it, that your portfolio, you can update it. So here also you have to update it our path link actually. So that is in our I have already updated it. Take the things in our home, right? Because of all, so everything that is our from to our about. So from to the about, everything I have already included with our clients. I have included it in our this home blade. So into the home blade here you can see that is our about. So now I also want to update this part. So that is actually one of the path. So here I don't want to use this path. Better I remove it. Okay, so I remove this part. I will actually make it dynamic step by step, don't worry. So right now I actually minimize everything. From our home blade there is a path, we don't need this path, and then that is actually our portfolio section, right? So into the portfolio here you can see they have some of the images. So now I want to update that image. So the concept will be just like that same. So here you have to add it with the asset, and then here that will be as a font int, and then asset. So right now literally I will also make it as a dynamic. Okay, so I will do that work. So better I cut it and here I paste it. So that will be as a portfolio 1. That means the same. I copy it, and here I want to update it. That will be as a portfolio 2. That means everything will be just like that same. I paste it. It will be as a portfolio 2. So that will be as a portfolio 2. First of all, I want to check it, click the save all, and now if you refresh it, yeah, you can see picture is now successfully loaded. So if you click add, now our next picture is visible, right? So I hope you can well understand about it, friend, how can do that work. So that is our portfolio. Here you have to actually update it all that your portfolio. Okay, so that will be actually 3. So now here I want to make it as a 3, and the 3. So that is your task to update your everything. So don't worry, because of all here later you will remove everything. Here I will make it as a dynamic part. And also there is another one for our client. So that is a client portion. I also want to make it as a dynamic. So here if you want to display your right now image, then it should be just like that same. Okay, that means the asset, and then our font int folder, and then our asset. Okay, so now I cut it, and then here I paste it. Now click as a save all. So our one client image, that means brand logo, should be visible. Okay, so here you can see it's now perfectly visible. So friend, here right now I want to do step by step. I want to make it as a dynamic. Okay, so I have already created one of the client page. Remember, I have already created one of the client brand page. So I want to load all that our brand dynamically in particular that area. So here I will do the things later. So right now we successfully load our total theme, right? That is our font, that is our header part, that is our slider part, that is our main content part, and that is our footer part. So in the next video I want to actually segment it. I want to segment our footer part, I want to segment our main content part. That means that is actually main content part, and that is our slider part, and also header part. That means here I want to create different page, and I want to include everything in our this master. Okay, so how can do that work? In our next video I will show you that things with a live example. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.